You know, I keep forgetting that Sonic Generations was released in 2011. 6 years ago! I'm just so used to playing it along with everyone else that I just think of it as a recent game. My first interaction was with the PS3 version. I had to rent it from a Redbox because I didn't have enough money to buy it at the time.
When the game was released on PC, everyone was making videos about it. The resolution was better, the frame rate was better, and it was gaining mods. I loved watching mod videos back then because it was so fun seeing my favorite game at the time getting so much mod support. I always got jealous because I really wanted to play them, but my PC at the time could barely run San Andreas. Now that I've built myself a proper rig, I was finally able to try out all those mods and then some. So, this is my top 10 Sonic Generations mods. Keep in mind that this is my list and that I'm not saying that these are the top 10 of all time. These are just my personal favorites. Before we get started, I want everyone to know that I'll have links to all the mods in the description below. And I also want to make note that we can all agree that the Unleashed project is probably, without a doubt, one of the best mods for this game. So I won't be putting it on this list because I kinda just find that cheating. I want to make room for other mods on this list. So let's take a minute and think about the story of Generations. You know how when each Sonic finished this stage that it would fill back up with color? Well, how would you like a mod that allowed you to actively fill the levels with color? That's exactly what we have at the number 10 spot. The White World mod renders everything in the level white and will fill it into color when you boost towards it. It's a really fun graphical effect that I think can add a lot of charm. It doesn't matter how fast you go, it will always keep up. Unless you get into a 2D section, and it gets kind of wonky. You can actually use this mod to any level mod you have applied to the game, even the Unleashed project for example. Some of my favorite camera shots look a lot cooler when you're filling them with color. Sonic 2 is one of my favorite Sonic games. I grew up with it and I still own the Genesis cartridge. So I got really excited for this next one even though it's just one stage. Mystic Cave Zone has now been completely remade for Sonic Generations. This is a pretty demanding stage mod, so you'll need a pretty good PC in order to run it properly. I record every mod in 60 FPS, but this stage bumped my frame rate all the way down to basically a locked 30. Frame rate aside, holy hell, this is a great recreation. Everything is pretty much one for one. Enemy placement, level design, mechanics, it's all here. The only reason this one isn't high on the list is because it's only one level. I'd love to see a Sonic 2 project for Generations. Next up, we have a level mod that is actually completely original. This level is called Quartz Cryolite. I was really surprised by this one because most level mods are either based off a past Sonic level and made from the ground up, or they're just ports from other Sonic games. This one is all original level design. When the level started and I heard Holoska Night Hub music, something in me just decided not to boost my first run through. Just running through with this peaceful music made it more enjoyable. But then, there was a song change, and ooh baby. Overall, I really love the originality. The set pieces, the environments, though I do think the level layout could use some work. Sometimes it feels clustered and kind of thrown together, but I still really enjoyed playing this. You know, I've always been a fan of cell shading. I still love the way Jet Set Radio looks, and Wind Waker's a great example of cell shading. Sonic has always had a cartoonish art style, but it was never really cell shade cartoony. I was always curious of what it would look like if he was cell shaded, and now I can say it looks pretty damn good. This cell shade mod also comes with some new textures for certain stages to make the cell shading pop out more. What I really love about this is how smooth everything becomes and just how bright and colorful each level is now. It even works with other character mods and even the Unleashed project. Remember, there will be a separate video showcasing extended gameplay of these mods, so if you want to see more of the cell shading, go ahead on over there when you're done watching this. I'm not sure what happened with this next one, guys. It was just a simple mod, but when I opened the game, the title screen looked different. I no longer saw classic Sonic. It was modern Sonic with hyper-realistic blood. This next one is Sonic.exe, obviously. Now, I wouldn't normally praise a creepypasta mod because it's a creepypasta, but this one actually did a lot of things right to set the tone. Everything is on point and over the top with this one. First thing, I really like the change in the hub roll. It's so fitting, and blocking off the rest of the hub was a really nice touch. I also really love the changes in the sound effects.
This form is redundant.
Now we get into the meat of the mod, Hill. Everything cosmetically has been changed dramatically. For one, there's fire everywhere. Some of the water has been turned to blood, while the rest of it turned to what looks to be lava or something. The HUD has been altered, all the foliage has been coated in a nice shade of orange and red, the sky is a nice dark red, and even some of the enemies are coated in blood. But I love how true to the story this mod is, cause even the goal ring was changed to Tails. Even the boss fights are changed. They plopped in Silver and Shadow near Green Hill so you could fight them both easily. I gotta say, having Sonic's animations change make this moment look a lot cooler. But it's getting a little too spooky. Oh, I know! Just gotta change this, that, change that. Alright, there we go! Now it's okay. It's all cartoony and silly now. Okay, that's just funny. If you're looking for a short, good, spooky time, this mod is definitely a must. I've always had a soft spot for Sonic Heroes. Even though I grew up with the horrid PS2 version, I still love the game. It could be nostalgia talking, but I digress. This next level mod is from Hame Castle, the spooky haunted mansion level from Heroes. Now, this isn't just a port, but rather a level made from scratch based off of Hame Castle. And for this, I used another mod called Sonic with the Mage Hat because it looks silly and I think it blends in really nicely. Now, the first thing I want to say about this one is that the mod is actually pretty long. Longer than I initially thought. If you want a good mod that has pretty long level design, this one's for you. I really like what they did with this one. The only thing I really was kinda about was some of the backgrounds and textures. It looks like textures from Heroes are used in this mod, and it shows because they're really low res textures. But everything else is here. Different pathways, great music, cute enemy designs, etc. This one will get a lot of playtime out of you. This next one is, well, another Sonic Heroes level. This time we have Frog Forest. Like Hame Castle, this one is also pretty damn long. But for some reason, I found it way harder than the original level. I kept dying over and over, but eventually I got the hang of it. This level is really well put together. Enemy placement is on point, and the level design flows nicely with modern Sonic's gameplay as compared to Heroes gameplay. There were a lot of cool moments where I just stopped boosting, and the camera angles really sold the moment. I also really like the remix of Frog Forest that they play over this. Not much more needs to be said about this other than give it a go. For this one, we have another character mod, and boy, this one is almost my favorite character mod ever. Almost. The Blue Blur mod comes with a good variety of changes to Sonic. For one, a lot of Sonic's animations are changed to his Unleashed ones. He also has Jason Griffith's voice, along with a really cool blue trail that follows him that I really like, but the changes don't stop there. The HUD is different, the boost stuff you get from defeating enemies changed, the effects have changed, other animations are new. It's a big package. Sonic is also a little bit faster than before, but there are some things that are holding it back from being my favorite character mod ever. For one, Sonic's homing attack is now instant. That's not the bad thing. In fact, seeing Sonic destroy an enemy in the blink of an eye is pretty damn cool. What's not cool is that Sonic's homing attack when he's not attacking an enemy now has way too much travel. This makes platforming a nightmare. Sonic's short distance homing attack is what helps a lot of us make certain platforms. Now, Sonic travels too far and misses. Not only that, but I did run into a few glitches with this mod, one of which made it completely unplayable. When I was playing Seaside Hill, I got stuck in a little section of water with spikes under it. No matter what I did, I couldn't jump out of it. I'm holding the jump button, but Sonic stops the moment he reaches the surface. But negatives aside, I have more positives to say. One thing I love about this character mod is that it also comes with its own share of level changes. Every level now has a different setting. It's very simple and subtle, but looks very nice. Green Hill now has a clear night setting with a bright moon. Rooftop Run is now at sunset and really fits the European setting much more. Seaside Hill is also at night along with City Escape. Little changes like that make a big difference. This next one is actually pretty recent. Clarion Park is one of my favorite stages from Colors, if not for the music alone. I love the track that it plays so much that I actually made a remix of it back in the day. This level mod is constructed so well. I can gladly say no wisps are needed to beat this stage. None of the ones in Generations are even in this mod. What also makes this one really damn good is the fact that it's the entirety of Clarion Park. In Sonic colors, each level was sectioned off for other parts of the hub missions. Here, the whole level is here. They even went through the effort of dressing up the egg robots again. If you can't tell, I love when modders do that.
Feeling good.
Before I show off number 1, I want to give an honorable mention to Sonic Generations Adventure. This mod almost made it to the list, but I had a lot of problems with it that stopped it from getting here. That doesn't mean it's bad though. I'll still include it in the gameplay video because I did actually enjoy it enough to keep playing it multiple times. This mod converts Sonic Generations into Sonic Adventure DX. By that I mean stages are made from scratch and sometimes even lead into another stage, which is a really cool idea. Sonic is also transformed into Adventure Sonic by making his boost deplete way faster, making you focus more on Sonic without a boost, and his animations are changed to match Sonic Adventure, which is a really nice touch. It also leaves all the other character mods useless because this is all one package. One constant problem I had with this mod is that it kept randomly crashing at parts. It wasn't even consistent. It got to the point to where I had to avoid that section altogether just to get another random crash spot later down the level. It also doesn't help that a lot of the level design is really janky at points and feels sloppy. I still love what I'm playing, but it has a lot of problems that need to be worked on. And for my number 1 pick, as weird as it may seem, is the Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 project. I know, putting a mod based off of Sonic 06 at number 1 is a weird thing to do, but hear me out. This mod has so much detail. The Unleashed project did a great job at bringing over every daytime stage from Unleashed, but this project redoes Generations into an entirely different game. Now, if it just turned the game into 06 altogether, then no, it wouldn't be here. The physics are still Generations, so playing the levels are actually fun. You can actually control Sonic still. Though, there is an option for 06 physics, but I think I'm good with this. What I love about this mod is how well the levels flow together. There are parts in Sonic 06 where your controls will be thrown to another character. Now, every level is a Sonic only level, and you can even explore areas meant for other characters. Like in Wave Ocean, you can continue to the Mach Speed section of Sonic, or go to Shadow's section and beat the level that way. I also love that they went through the effort of converting the cutscenes to work with Generations, and even added a completely new level to lead up to the intro. This also comes with the 06 character pack. You can play as 06 Sonic with all his animations and then some, 06 Shadow, Silver, or Blaze. Each have their own set of physics mods if you want to enable them, so I think that's a fun little bonus for you to mess around in. This project is really ambitious, and it's only a demo. Even the hub worlds are properly ported, no load times or anything. I'd love to see this mod fully fleshed out. There's so much content here. I'd also love to see more projects like this, but with other Sonic games. That'd be amazing. So, there you have it. My top 10 Sonic Generations mods. Plus 1, I guess. As mentioned before, all mods shown in this video will be in a separate video showcasing extended gameplay, so if you want to see that, click here. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to click that bell icon so you can get notified whenever I upload a video or go live. See ya!